What's up, you guys? Smashing Pumpkin here, coming at you guys with the video real quick. Today I'm overviewing the deck that I played at the ARG Circuit Series in Columbus, Ohio. I got 24th place at the event, going 6-1-2, my bad. Honestly, the deck is really solid, has a bunch of really good matchups. Obviously you guys know that because this is just kind of the standard Dragon Ruler, but there were a couple of quirks in it that kind of gave me the edge over my competition. So just kind of the basic stuff that you see in every Dragon Ruler deck. You have 3 Tempest, 3 Blaster, 3 Redox, and 3 Tidal. Triple Maxx is used mainly for mirror match. That's kind of the reason why I played the deck, was to attack against the mirror. And 1 guard, 3 Sacred Sword, and 3 Ravine are pretty standard, as well as 1 return, Book of Moon. As far as the main deck stuff that isn't too standard, I played 1 Corseca and 1 Brandistock. They're both level 1 Dragunity tuners, so you can search them out with Ravine. But also, I played that to attack against potential side deck Chain Disappearance, which I believe some people at the event were doing, so it wasn't completely out of the ordinary. I also only opted for 1 Debris because I wasn't playing any of the plant cards, so I didn't really have a very good shot of pulling off its effect because I only had 5 targets for its effect, and only 1 of them could really be sent to the graveyard because I didn't opt to play Trigon. Card Trooper, it was kind of a last minute throw into the deck, mainly for a Debris Dragon target, but also just to give my deck a little bit more acceleration. Double Swift, so I always had 1 to draw into the Maxx with. They're really good against the mirror because you don't have to commit everything to the board. As far as the unconventional spells, I did opt to play 2 MST as opposed to 3, because they're still pretty good in the mirror, because a lot of the mirror match revolves around maintaining control over Ravine. If you play Ravine first, you should probably have MST in your hand as well, or a second Ravine, so your opponent doesn't Ravine you back and then you neg 1. And then if you play into the Ravine sort of strategy, where you always have a Dragon Ruler in hand to keep on pitching, then if they stop you cold with your replacing the Dragon's Ravine, then you're kind of dead in the water. Enemy Controller and Scapegoat, they're both kind of guards against OTKs, but Enemy Controller also has the added benefit of being offensive as well. And Scapegoat also lets me get into a couple of synchros that I have in my extra deck that I wouldn't be playing if not for Scapegoat. Cards of Consonance, I didn't really like the card too much in testing. I'd rather have my tuners in my hand to use for synchros or plays like that. So there was that. 2 Emptiness is kind of standard-ish now, but you do kind of need them. I don't really like 1 because I don't see it at all, and 2, I get to see it enough. 2 Wing Blast. I thought 3 was excessive, and this card is really much better than Raigeki Break in most scenarios, so I opted to play it. Mirror Force and Compulse were cards to kind of throw people off, because most Dragon Rulers or Dragunity Rulers don't play a lot of back row, so Compulse could catch people off guard when they thought they were safe to make a synchro, or if they spammed the field without knowing that I played Mirror Force, and Mirror Force kind of did the work necessary. As far as my side deck went, I played 2 Electric Virus, 1 Crow, 2 Decree, 2 Skill Drain, 2 DNA Surgery, 2 Debunk, Xyz Encore, MST, Transmigration Prophecy, and Divine Wrath. I'm going to be going over my side deck in a separate video, so this is just kind of an overview of it. 4 tokens. And then I only opted to play 1 Dracosuck because it was the only one I had, honestly. I would have probably opted to play 2, but I don't really know what I would have cut. I did play 1 Master of Blades. It did come in handy once. I'll talk about my matchups in yet another video about this. Played 2 Crimson Blader, 1 Formula, 1 Mistbird, Armory Arm, Orient, Ancient Fairy, Black Rose, Salt Ruler, Colossal Fighter, Scrap Dragon, Star Eater, and Big Eye. The one card I didn't really opt to play was Stardust Dragon. I didn't really see a point because I beat all the decks that Stardust Dragon is good against without really even trying. So playing it's kind of redundant. And then against the mirror match, it's really terrible because I can just Crimson Blader over it unless you have protection. And if you have protection, they're probably reading that you're baiting the Crimson Blader, so they're not going to drop it anyway. So there's that. As far as the deck goes, I really like this variant a lot more than others because it plays into the mirror match much better. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. This is Smashing Pumpkin signing out. Peace.